critics have questioned if a three-member Godhead is out of place in the Book of Mormon, which claims to have been started by pre-Christian Israelites who lived in the New World. On a number of occasions, Book of Mormon prophets describe the three members of the Godhead, God the Father, the Son Jesus Christ, and the Holy Ghost, as being one, or even as one God. The Christian concept of the Trinity, however, wasn't developed until the 4th century AD, long after Lehi had left for the New World. It is therefore noteworthy that some surrounding cultures within both the Old World and the New World had triadic concepts of deity that are not incompatible with the Nephite view of the Godhead. One historian said, "Separateness and unification in the Godhead are in keeping with the tradition of triadic gods in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Mesoamerica." For example, a hymn written to the Egyptian god Ammon around 1228 BC declares, "All gods are three, Ammon, Ra, and Ptah, and there is no second to them." One Egyptologist commented on this saying, "Although the chapter begins with a triad, its true subject is the oneness of God." Another Egyptologist said, "This is a statement of Trinity, the three chief gods of Egypt subsumed into one of them, Ammon." And that is just one among many examples of triadic deities from ancient Egypt, whose culture very well may have had significant influence on the Book of Mormon authors, since they wrote the record in a form of Egyptian. Likewise, in the New World, deity triads are attested in various ancient inscriptions. As explained by one Mesoamerican scholar, the major Maya polities such as Tikal, Caracal, Naranjo, and Palenque each had their own distinct triad of deities that were the most prominent of their local gods. The earliest example attested explicitly in Maya inscriptions is the triad at Tikal, on a stela dated to the mid-300s AD, which would have actually been contemporary with Mormon's statement that the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost are one God. Evidence from triad deity temple complexes suggests that these beliefs go back to at least 300 BC, placing this religious concept well within Book of Mormon times. Catholic missionaries in the colonial era likewise observed the existence of deity triads and used them to preach about the Trinity, likening the native people's already established beliefs to the Christian Godhead. Detractors of the Book of Mormon assume the oneness of the Godhead in the text is a reflection of Christian Trinitarianism of the 1800s. However, a problem with this idea is that none of the hallmarks of post-Nicene Greek Trinitarianism are present in the Book of Mormon. As two scholars have noted, there is nothing really to suggest the Book of Mormon depicts the classical Orthodox Trinity of Nicaea. Never does the text suggest Jesus and God the Father are of one substance, for example, which was precisely the metaphysical linchpin of the Nicene Council's theological determination. Nor, for that matter, is there a reason to suppose the text promotes Trinitarian modalism. What this research illustrates is that the Nephites would not have been an anachronism or an anomaly in either the Old World or the New World, believing in three individual, supreme divine persons who were unified as one. Rather, deity triads in both the Old and New World provide a plausible ancient context for the Book of Mormon's social Trinitarianism, and one that can increase our appreciation for and understanding of the book's theology. The Book of Mormon's presentation of the Godhead reflects especially well an ancient Mesoamerican perspective on the nature of God, but also finds significant parallel with Old World sources. To be sure, though, a true understanding of the nature of God is foundational to proper gospel understanding. Nothing short of divine revelation could have provided the clear and powerful teaching about God the Father, His Son Jesus Christ, and the Holy Ghost found in the Book of Mormon. Yet these revelations likely did not occur in a vacuum. Cultural religious conceptions of three divine beings unified in some way as one God in both the Old and New World could have provided a preparatory framework. Within that framework, Nephite prophets could receive additional revelations, clarifying the true nature and relationship of the one true deity triad, the Godhead of Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.